I think the devil is stupid. Hello, welcome. My name is Dr. Evo, and I'm about to try to convince you that. So you're probably thinking to me, right? All right. Even if you're not a Christian or whatever, let's just go on a full hypothetical right now. If you're not a Christian, I am a Christian, so I believe this has happened. But even if you aren't, whatever. So right, you're this guy, right? You're this angel, right? The angel who's just good at everything. The worship angel, dude. He got the best at the instruments, best voice. He was just built different like that. And you're thinking, bro, I want to be like the dude who made me, right? And you already, because you have to be smart, right? As an angel. So you already know omnipotent, right? Built different, right? Knows everything, right? Literal God of everything. So if you're going to go against him, you better have a good plan, because he knows everything. It has to be flawless. So the devil's plan's like, all right, I'm gonna make them things that God really, really like. I'm gonna make them bad at their job. Convinces Eve to eat an apple. Convinces Eve to get Adam to eat an apple. Now both of them have both failed because they, are weak. I wouldn't done any better. So after that, God just banishes them and half them goofy ones that followed him. So now you're down there, right? And you're thinking, okay, he better have a good plan. And he was cooking. He's not stupid. Like, I say he's dumb, and I'm going to explain why. But he's not stupid when it comes to deceiving. He's a very good deceiver. He's a very good at making you think this is good when it's not. That kind of stuff. But I'm going to use the book of Job as an example. In the book of Job, devil comes over to God and says, hey, Brody, I'm about to make a bet with you. I can break OG Job. I can break him. Just let me break him. And God's like, all right, break him. Let's see what he can do. And you're thinking, all right, since he's another devil, really good at deceiving, he's going to break him. But let me go down a hypothetical real quick. Let's say you're about to make a bet with your homie. I think the San Francisco Giants are going to beat the LA Dodgers. And your homie knows every single outcome and what's going to happen. Who do you think's going to win the bet? Who do you think's going to win the bet? It just really. Let's just go on a hypothetical real quick. So let's say you want to bet on a game, right? Bet on the Giants versus Dodgers. And you ask your homie, bet on any team and I'll bet the other team. And whoever wins gets $50. But your homie is a guy who literally knows every single outcome. And knows what's going to happen. What do you think? Who do you think's going to win the bet? So you need to tell me the guy that's deceiving everyone, getting everybody to do stupid stuff, makes a bet with a being that knows what's going to happen, and you're surprised you lost? Like, what are we doing? You really went to the guy, the being that's like, I know exactly what's going to happen, and then you bet against him. And he was just fine with it. He was chill with it. No hesitation. Just like, yeah, man, all right, bet. Break Job. Watch. Let's see. Like, you stupid? And I got another example. I got a whole nother example. So Jesus, right? Flipping OG Jr. is 100% God, right? So we got OG Senior, OG Jr., and the Holy Spirit over there. The Holy Spirit doing its own thing. So OG Jr., who's completely God, is roaming around doing his thing. And the devil's like, hey yo, OG Junior, bro, if you do like if you just like do call me Lord and stuff, do stuff for me, buddy, like I can give you everything. I can give you the kingdoms, I can give you riches, bro. Give you whatever you want. Brody asked God's son / God, I can give you everything. That's like asking a painter who painted a painting, I can give you this painting if you follow me. Like, what? That's the guy leading the enemy team? No wonder he loses at the end of the book. Like, I just think how stupid does this guy have to be? And yeah, he's probably deceived me plethora of times. I probably got my butt whooped multiple times through him in the spiritual warfare. But like when it comes to like him in the Bible, bro, like he does some stuff. He's probably done a bunch of stuff that isn't in the Bible, but she's pretty stupid when it comes to like in the Bible. You know what I mean? Like tried to convince God to follow him to get everything. That's stupid. Made a bet with God thinking he was gonna win. Like, what? And then my final thing is my favorite thing is I just love how God made this cool book, and at the end of the book it just shows how the devil's gonna, like, exactly how the devil's gonna lose, and the devil's still trying to cook up something. Like, I'm not gonna lie, if I'm the devil, open hands up, I lost. Please don't hurt me. Please. And I know he ain't gonna get a second chance. He'll never get a second chance. But imagine, like, you're preparing for this fight. You're preparing for this war. This war is getting ready. You got your swords up. You got your boys in the back. We're preparing for this battle. And the enemy team writes a book that's historically completely accurate. Has a bunch of stuff that's happened that's factual. Ain't nothing that ain't factual. You can make arguments with other stuff, like for you people who aren't Christians, you know, you can make your arguments, but, like, I'm gonna be honest, it's pretty real. So completely factual, and at the very end, that hasn't happened yet. This entire book's been right, but this one thing hasn't happened yet. This entire one book hasn't happened yet. This one prophecy, and it's just predicting that you lose. Like, my morale. Like, GG's, man. I'm done. You're completely right, and you're gonna get one book wrong. Like, holy cow, dog. That's not gonna happen. So yeah, that was my rant. I didn't have a video, so I just put this together. If you if you want to subscribe, man. 103. Help me get to 110. Thank you. I'll pray for all you guys, and peace. God bless. The whole dang world is raining down on you. Brought to you courtesy of the red, white, and blue. Oh, whoa, yeah.